What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, man. So today we are reacting to K in a nutshell. Why are you so lonely and how to make friends? Obviously I don't know how to pronounce his name. Y'all already know that from the previous videos I reacted to, man. But without further ado, let's get right into this in 3, 2, 1.
Friends make life good. They provide the scaffolding that makes it not just bearable, but fun. They give us a sense of meaning and purpose and are a source of security, self-esteem, and happiness. Almost nothing.
And I said, why didn't they have these in school? Like, you know how important these videos be? Like, honestly, why they didn't show these in school? Instead, they were showing Bill Nye. Yeah, Bill Nye was, he was funny, I guess. But, you know, my man K, please tell me how to pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher it. I hate butchering people's names because I feel like that's so disrespectful. That's why I just call him K in a nutshell. Because people butcher my name, and I tell people to call me K too. But you understand if you know.
Predicts how happy you will be as how connected you feel, and a lack of social connection is associated with a number of diseases and a shorter life. But maybe you have scrolled through your phone unsure who to call to go to a movie with, to celebrate with, or ask for comfort. You may realize that you don't have enough friends and feel lonely. And it's not just you. Disconnectedness and loneliness are widespread. Many people want more close friends but don't know how to get them. Surprisingly, nowadays, loneliness is highest among young people, whose relationships were also hit especially hard by the global pandemic.
Bro, and it's so crazy because, like, since the pandemic, so many friendships have been lost, bro. Oh, it's crazy that he even saying that because it's so true. So many people try to find friends either scared to or just, whatever the case may be, got too much pride or whatever, you know what I mean? Some people got their own weird reasons to not have friends, you know what I mean? But like I feel like the normal reasons is just because, like, you scared, you shy, you don't know how to approach somebody, you an introvert, and that's okay because I used to be like that too, honestly. I'm still an introvert, but I'm more extrovert now. It's real sad when you lose close friends. It's sad when you can't even make close friends no more, you know what I mean? Especially you getting older, you feel me? A lot of people aren't. Some people pushing 40, 50, 60, 70 and still ain't got no real friends, still don't have nobody they can call on to see how they are, how they feeling, and that shit, it sucks. It don't feel good being lonely.
Social distancing stopped teens and young adults from mingling in classrooms, clubs, or dorms. Millions of friendships, maybe lifelong friendships, that might have blossomed will never exist, with profound long-term consequences for our collective happiness. The good news is that it's not too late and there are lots of friends to be found. We'll mix scientific information with actionable advice in this video, but we can't address every individual situation. People, cultures, and schedules are different. If you suffer from chronic loneliness, you can also watch the video we made about it. Okay, as with all important things in life,
And I want to say this is THC, this is not a vape. I don't do nicotine. You shouldn't either. And then, what else was I about to say? Come on, man. My cat always trying to say what's up to y'all, man. But yeah, I just thought it was sad. I really thought it was sad because a lot of people didn't get to walk across that stage. A lot of people didn't get to embrace that a lot of other people did embrace, that warmth, that love from everybody. Like, it's sad doing drive-by waves, for your prom get off and all that. Like, it's sad.
Making friends is infuriatingly simple, but not necessarily easy. But it works through a few pretty straightforward mechanisms. The most important thing about making friends. People make friends with other people when they spend casual time together.
Yeah.
This is how our ancestors formed their relationships, because humans lived in small, close-knit communities in which options for making friends were limited, so we just formed good relationships with the people who were around us. This is why it's so easy to form new friendships in school and university. Society locks you and your peers in a building for several years. You share similar activities, but more importantly, similar schedules. Overlapping and fluctuating social circles form, naturally giving you regular FaceTime and shared experiences with many different people.
Right.
Time to find others with similar worldviews or senses of humor.
Don't ever force nobody to be your friend. Don't force it. Let it happen natural. Let it come to you. Everything is gonna happen for you, I promise you. But don't force it. Because that forced love, that forced care, that forced friendship is not gonna work out in the long run. I promise you it's not.
Proximity can be more important than similar interests. One study found that in student dormitories, the distance between rooms was the strongest friendship predictor. Living closer together meant a higher chance of becoming friends.
Because you see each other every day.
Another study showed that being physically present in a class a lot without saying a word makes others more sympathetic to you. So
oh, we got an ad.
the most important principle of making friends is to regularly spend time with people in the real world. This alone can make it happen automatically and trumps all other advice. But don't forget that making friends is not a numbers game or a competition. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone has a social calibrator that can change as you go through life. Maybe you were more introverted as a teen, but yearn for connection in your 20s. Maybe you were part of sprawling social circles, but prefer fewer friends in your 30s. There is no right or wrong, only right for you.
Yes.
Why we don't have enough friends? The main reason for a lack of friendships is the simple fact that most people don't prioritize friendships nearly enough. They don't realize until it's too late that retaining friendships demands regular energy and attention. Although they are so important for happiness, friends often take a back seat to other life decisions. Work, commuting, romance or kids take up so much time and energy that it's so much easier to crash on your couch and lose yourself in mindless activities. Especially as an adult, going for a bike ride, getting dinner or visiting a hobby store takes much more mental effort and commitment than it did after school when time ran slower and energy and curiosity.
What? He's speaking so... This is so, like, he literally speaking to me right now, bro. Like, this is real life. This is shit I used to go through. You feel me? Like, this shit I still be going through, like, working. Then you gotta take care of your personal life. Then you gotta take care of miscellaneous bullshit. You feel me? And then you got, it's just like, you ain't got time. You ain't got time, or you don't want to make the time because you tired as hell. You ain't a kid no more, bro. I just turned 24. 24. You know what I'm saying? 24. Stop playing with me. I speak Spanish too. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he's speaking real talk.
Were abundant. But it's not just adults who are too busy for friends. The average American teenager spends more time on TikTok every day than socializing at parties, events, or on the phone with friends combined.
If you send the TikToks to your friend and they responded to you, hey, it's love. But he, you know, hey, the world done got expensive, bro. The world done got so fucking expensive. So it's not like, yeah, you can still go to the park and play bat, but sometimes people don't want to do that. You want to go outside, spend your money type shit, like have fun. Like you really had your most fun. I'm not gonna lie, when you spend your money, bro. Yeah, you had fun on some free shit. You had some best memories when you outside, you know, free. You ain't gotta pay for nothing. But sometimes, you know, them best moments is when you at the amusement park, when you, I don't know, somewhere, you know.
Established friendships don't require the same time investment as early friendships to keep up, but they do require some commitment. As life distracts you, it's easy to skip out on checking in when a friend goes through exciting or depressing times. And so many friendships fade for lack of attention, often by accident. Which is extra tragic because there is never only one person losing a friend, it's always at least two. Another thing that makes many people vulnerable is the way friendship networks are structured. The friendship paradox is the phenomenon that on average, most people have fewer friends than their friends. Which makes sense since you're more likely to be friends with someone who has many friends than with someone who has few. Rather than being densely interconnected, friend networks are often built around central hubs. So if central people disappear from your life, this can deprive you of many connections at once. And it can lead to a distorted self-perception that you are less popular than others, although you are perfectly average. It can get worse quickly with big life events. Maybe you move for school, work, or love, and are left without social networks.
That still go back to the comparing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you compare yourself to what you see on social media, to who you see walking down the street, to who you see when you walk in Taco Bell, to who you see when you walk in Walmart, you gonna always forever be down. That confidence level ain't gonna never be high. That self-esteem gonna always be low. Because you don't know how to get out your own way and say, I'm really that girl, I'm really that guy, I'm really out here. And can't nobody mess with me, can't nobody say nothing to me, I'ma still shine regardless. Come on.
Or you had a breakup that left you with the smaller part of the formerly shared social pie. The reasons why you find yourself with less connection than you want are as diverse as people, but the underlying cause is almost always time. There is no shortcut. To make new friends and retain friendships, you have to prioritize relationships, spend time with people in real life, and make them feel that you care. So take a look at yourself and rebalance what you spend your life doing. How to make new friends. Studies have shown that new friendships can develop quite quickly, weeks after you meet someone.
That's true.
But it takes a few months for a casual friendship to become a close relationship, with the biggest impediment being time invested and the quality of your interactions. To make friends, it helps if you intentionally look for people you have things in common with and who are open to new relationships. You want to make it easy for yourself, so examine what kind of person you are. Generally speaking, extroverts tend to crave sensory stimulation, spicier foods, loud music, or the excitement of engaging a crowd. Introverts, often confused with shy people, tend to be more sensitive to sensory stimulants and prefer quieter surroundings, fewer people, and even less spicy food. Different places attract different people. Not everybody can easily make friends at a bar or a football game. Not everybody finds a stroll through a park or a bookstore stimulating. Men especially form friendships around shared activities, but in general, it's a good idea to go to places that feel comfortable, where there are...
Hey, it's 8 o'clock in the morning right now, so if I'm yawning, my bad. I just woke up type shit, so yeah.
People you might like who do things you find interesting. Look for local clubs or opportunities to volunteer. Check out what hobby stores are around and dust off your Space Marines, or see if there are new D&D groups in your city and ask if you could join one. Check meetup apps for gaming nights or wine tasting, join a sports club, or look for people who go hiking or want to cook together.
Yeah.
Another obvious avenue is your professional life.
Yep.
It helps if you work in a job that attracts people like you, so you might consider this when you choose a career. Deepening your relationship with colleagues can lead to great friendships, especially if you look for peers and there is no power imbalance. And of course, there are friends you've lost touch with. You may be able to revive some of these relationships. In some cases, all it needs is a call or an invitation. Research.
But don't ever keep wasting your time hitting somebody up, trying to reach out to somebody, and they don't even want to do the same for you. If they're not giving you that same energy, that same respect, cut them off. But still, it's all love. I still love you, but you gotta get cut off just for the fact I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting me from you, because I'm not about to keep hitting nobody up and then they mad. Like, that shit, that's weird. That is so weird. People really be mad that don't nobody hit them up, but when you hit them up, they don't answer, they don't text back, or they might text back once every 3 months, once every 4. Like, come on, man. Keep it real with yourself. That's so messed up.
Shows that more often than not, the other person will appreciate that you've reached out. There are likely way more opportunities to spend time with others than you are aware of. And if there aren't, you can take the initiative and create them. Invitations are signals to start friendships. So bring people together by having a dinner party, organizing a football game after work, or starting a board game group. Everybody appreciates people who organize fun things, and the simple act of reaching out can kickstart a self-propelling upward spiral of well-being, fun, and connectedness that can seriously improve the life of everyone around you in meaningful ways. If you meet someone you vibe with, it's pretty scary to make the first move, but they may feel the same way. Equally interested in a friendship, but also blocked by fear of rejection. So it's worth going for it. Worst case, they're not interested, which will sting for a few hours, but the best case could be a lifelong friendship. A risk well worth the reward.
The worst
Once
thing they
you've
can say
formed
is
early
no.
connections, check in whether they have important things happening in their life.
Yeah.
Of course, it's important not to be overbearing, but the more time you invest, the more opportunity you have to engage in meaningful banter or silly jokes. The fact
But you gotta realize everybody is different, you feel me? So you might, cause he just said, you know, don't be too overbearing, but I done met some people who, that's just who they are. Like, that's just them. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta love people for who they are, especially if they not like crossing no lines or crossing no boundaries or nothing like that. But they overbearing, but that's them. They just trying to love on you, protect you, and make sure you good, bro. And you okay with that? It just depends on the person. Everybody is different. A lot of people don't like overbearing people. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't like clingy people. A lot of people do. So you just gotta know, you know, who you with.
friendships take time also means that you need to be patient and kind with yourself, especially if you're out of practice.
Gotta be.
Things will not improve overnight, but slowly, step by step, if you keep up.
Every little step
Open
I
up,
take.
care and share. Many people don't have an issue being around others, but struggle to turn acquaintances into friends.
Yeah.
So let's talk about two important principles that make it more likely that you'll connect: caring and sharing. In general, our favorite topic is ourselves and the things we care about, because we are literally at the center of our own universe. So people tend to like people who are genuinely interested in them. So if you want to make friends, your goal should be trying to learn what makes them tick. Just as important as caring about others is reciprocity and openness. To connect, you need to share the experiences that made you.
Right.
Now, you don't want to overwhelm the other person and immediately spill out your deepest secrets, but open up a little and reveal personal things, because this also signals to others that it's okay to do the same.
Slowly but surely.
The best case is that you find shared experiences.
Was that like a reference to Superman? Because you see he had the Superman type logo in his hand, and then my man's in the icebox. Y'all ain't watch Smallville, man. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Maybe you both had a hard time in school. Maybe you share a passion for weird movies. Learning about others and sharing personal stories in a balanced way and not overdoing it is not an exact science. Noticing the line between opening up and oversharing requires practice and depends on the vibe of the conversation. One of the perplexities of life is that to get something, it can be helpful to convince yourself that you want it less than you do. In general, it's good to be laid back, have fun, and enjoy yourself. Do things for yourself without expectations, but also be open to social opportunities and accept invitations if they show up. And that's basically it. Give friendships more priority in your life. Check in with friends and regularly go to things to have fun. Show genuine interest in others and give them the opportunity to know you without selling yourself too hard. If you do this, you're on track. If this sounds a bit scary, the good news is that human brains are hardwired to seek connection. It's perfectly normal to seek out new friends, and there are many people who would welcome more close relationships. There are friendships up for grabs everywhere, and there are plenty of people who will be so happy to have you in their life. As a good friend, go get to know them. For a short time, there's a free, community-organized, worldwide
That's facts. You gotta get out there. You can't sit at home and expect it to come to you. You feel me? A lot of people got online friends and all that, but you know, when you meet up with them, you're gonna be like, dang, I needed this. I know I was missing something in my life and I needed that friendship. Because your friends can really be your soulmates. It don't just have to be an actual relationship. Your friends can really be your soulmates, like the people who there for you, who down for you. But show love, give 100% and make sure they give you 100%. Fuck the 50-50, it's 100-100. Because that's how you gonna get them real results. And I hope you find that great friendship. Hey, if you want to be friends, what's happening? I love you. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do great. I want to see you happy. I want to see you smiling every day. I don't want to see no tears. You feel me? But hey, if y'all enjoyed that, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Catch me in my next video. Peace.